everybody. Good afternoon to you. How are you? As you can see, Booger is wrong side. She's behind me asleep. She's taking a little nap. So I wanted to do another react today. This one is about Miss Amanda Bowden. Those of you on my channel, you know that I've been having fun reacting to other people besides Foodie Beauty. And TikTok is absolutely overflowing with beggars. It just seems to be a problem with TikTok. People go on TikTok, and as I understand it, TikTok, even if you're part of their creator program, the payout is not good. Between 2 cents and 4 cents per 1,000 views. So a lot of people are getting on TikTok and they don't really care about the creator program because there's no money to be made there. They're all about, say, getting sponsorships or affiliate links or using their TikTok account to sell things or advertise products or services or MLM companies, or in the case of Miss Amanda Bowden, get on TikTok and find any reason to beg. And I like exposing some of these beggars because at the same time that I'm exposing them to all of you, I can point out some of the different scams they might be using to play on people's heartstrings, the different tactics they use. Maybe you're someone out there in the world that you might come across a scammer and they may try this nonsense on you. And maybe if you recognize a scam, it'll stop you from getting scammed. So yeah, it might be helpful. So what are we covering today? Well, courtesy of the channel WNDYS, there was a stream that Miss Amanda Bowden did where she went to the DMV very early in the morning. And according to Amanda, she was stranded there and she needed 40 something dollars to get back. Are y'all noticing a pattern like I'm noticing a pattern? That a lot of the TikTok beggar cows, they're all about asking for small amounts of money. And as I mentioned in other reacts to Amanda and even Lisa Richards, like they do that on purpose. They ask for a small amount, they cast a wide net in front of the public, and they're hoping that more than one person will send them the money. So whatever they're asking for, they get between 2, 3, 4 times what the amount was, and it'll multiply. So she went to the DMV. She chose to do that. She chose to go there early in the morning. She got there somehow and didn't have the money to get home. Who does that? Who goes somewhere far from home and you don't know a way to get back home? If you're taking a taxi, shouldn't you be preparing by having money for the trip there and back? Yeah, I would think so, but not Amanda. And who knows if she was lying? If she went to the DMV and she decided after the DMV that she was going to fire up a live and lie to people and say she needed the money when she really didn't need it. My question is, knowing that Amanda has a husband, where is the husband? Does he not have a car? Is there no way that maybe he can get transportation for his wife? Is there no other form of transportation like a bus? Buses are cheaper than a taxi would be. Taxis are immediate, but they're more expensive because they're immediate. Where is the husband? And where is the money that might be coming from the adult bookstore that he and Amanda operate? Where is that money going exactly? Where is it go? I have so many questions. So many questions. How can you be married to someone and your partner gives you absolutely no help? There's no mention of going to the husband and saying, hey, can you help me? I came to the DMV and I didn't have proper money to get home. Is there something you can do? Can you come pick me up? Or ask a family member or a friend to come pick me up because I don't have the funds to do so. Also, another curious aspect to this stream. So in the stream, Amanda mentions that she's 16 miles from home. Yet in another react that I did, she claimed to have limited mobility. So she's walking home. If you have limited mobility, are you able to walk 16 miles? I mean, I don't have any health issues. It'd be tough for me to walk 16 miles. I could do it, but man, my feet are going to be hurting after it's over. But here's someone claiming to have health issues that prevent her from much walking. So you're walking home. If you have these health issues and mobility issues, how are you able to walk home then? You know, the math ain't mathin'. But I want to put on her live stream and show you guys what's going on here. Show her scamming and lying and begging once again, coming online and asking repeatedly for this amount, like putting it out there, putting it out there, putting it out there. That's another thing these TikTok beggar cows do. They keep bringing up the amount that they need. I need, just putting it in people's faces to the point where it's overkill. They can't just mention it here and there. It's about every 2 minutes, mention the amount. And they wonder why they get haters in the audience that end up reporting them for nonsense. Let me just go ahead and bring it up. And again, this is courtesy of the channel, Wendy's World. I will certainly leave the link for the video in the video description for anybody else who wants to go to Wendy's World, because Wendy's World, they capture all the cows, all the beggars, all the people that are dramatic on TikTok. And I love that. Wendy's World certainly does deserve some applause for spending the time and the effort to capture all this stuff. So much thanks to you, Wendy. So let me go ahead and just start playing this stream. And it's the title of the stream is called Amanda Bowden, 10/13/23, left at the DMV and 7:30 a.m. walking home. 8:30 needs a $37 taxi. Again, if you don't have the money to get home as well as get there, you shouldn't be going in the first place. That's just me, though. Let's get going, though.
$47. Unfortunately, it's a friggin' highway robbery for a taxi. But I have to go 16 miles. I don't have my check. I can't get it until Monday.
Always the problem with the check. Oh, the check's not here. The check is not here. I don't have access to my money. Well, if you're getting the check on Monday, maybe wait till Monday to go to the DMV. I mean, do you really have to go at a time when you don't even have any money in your pocket? Wouldn't it be wise to wait until your check clears and then you can go and pay for your own stuff? What am I thinking? That's logical thinking. We can't have that around here when it comes to TikTok cows.
Frank hasn't been at my apartment 22 hours ago, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, so Michelle says, same story as last night. You're still there. You know, it's a bad look when people come to your account and they start calling you out for using the same stories because you're not switching them around. You're not even a smart scammer, Amanda. You're not.
If anyone can help out with the $47 so I can get home once again, because I'm a big old loser. My CA's right here, PayPal and Venmo in my bio. I'm so sorry. I already answered the check. I get it on Monday.
Okay, so this person, G, this person, Frank, they're saying Frank is living there. There is video proof. So she's living with somebody, boyfriend, husband, whoever it may be. They're living there. Why can't they help? Instead of coming on TikTok, why not make that phone call to them first and say, hey, I am sorry to get you up this morning. I'm sorry to wake you up, but I'm in a bad situation. Can you please come pick me up or arrange for someone to come get me because I'm in the middle of nowhere and I need a way home and I don't have the money for a taxi? Why not try that first?
I obviously didn't have time to go to Social Security today, and my neighbor said that I can definitely use her car on Monday to go get it. I don't mute people who give me anything. I don't block people who give me anything. I am absolutely grateful for anyone.
Okay, so this person, Nicole, everybody's asking the same thing that I'm asking. Nicole says, why didn't you wait until Monday to go? Didn't I say that? I said, if your check comes on Monday, why not wait till Monday? You know, logical.
One who has helped me through my shitty life. Lyft or Uber doesn't pick up or drop off where I live.
Or maybe that's the reason why she didn't wait till Monday. Because when it comes to a scammer, whatever money they have coming to them, they don't want to spend their money. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, they want the public to spend their money on whatever is going on. Like, oh, I had to go to the DMV and pay money for whatever. But if I can get my audience to pay for the taxi home, that's less money out of my pocket when I do get my check. It's all about, let me just kind of persuade people to spend their hard-earned money on something that has nothing to do with them and they are not responsible for, versus me spending my money the way that I should on things that I'm responsible for.
Well, third time, strikes are out. I'm not trusting anybody. I'm not.
And I find it weird. Hold on a minute. So she's at the DMV. Like, this is what's striking me as weird. Anybody's ever gone to the DMV, you know that you go to the DMV most times, unless you have an appointment, you're going to be there a while. If you have an appointment, they might get you right in, right out, depending on what's going on and what you need. But so you got in and out that fast. So you got there at 7:30. You're leaving at 8:30. You got in and out that fast? Maybe you could. I don't know. But usually doesn't the DMV, don't they open at like, say, 9? I don't know. I guess it all depends on the DMV and their opening and closing hours.
I have 3 plans in place. I'm not trusting anybody. And it's been the same delay. So I don't know what you mean by always a delay.
Okay, so who dis says, I thought you got enough last night to make sure you got home tonight. I'm telling you, this is where these scamming TikTok cows, they screw themselves. First of all, nobody should be scamming or lying to anybody for any reason, anywhere, whether it's internet or any place. That's just awful. But this is where these TikTok cows go wrong. They don't know when to stop. They don't space it out. You know, they just keep going back and going back and going back to the pond until there's no water left. They don't just go to the pond, get a little water, and walk away and come back. You know, give it a few days, give it a week. No, 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 overkill. And people catch on even faster.
The taxi company is not closed. You love Frank, then why don't you go be with him? There's video proof. How the hell is there video proof when, number one, I'm the only one that goes in and out of my home? Come on.
And again, all this begging and, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. This is what people like Amanda are hoping for. AC Regan says, where do you live so I can verify Uber and Lyft? You know, there was a person long ago named P.T. Barnum. Y'all know who P.T. Barnum is? Like, when I grew up in Florida, there was P.T. Barnum Barnum and Bailey Circus. The famous P.T. Barnum said there's a sucker born every minute. And that's exactly what people like Amanda are looking for. They're looking for the suckers. They're looking for the overly generous. They're looking for the extremely kind-hearted, the naive. They're looking for those people in the audience to be blood dry of money.
Think about it. I wasn't even home 22 hours ago. I have to walk down the street to go to the ATM. But if anybody can help out with anything, I would appreciate it so much. I don't refuse to walk to the ATM. I'm just not going to walk back and forth, back and forth.
Really? Really? So you want other people's money and you need money, but you're not willing to walk to an ATM? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? You want money and you're saying, I won't go to an ATM. Does that even make sense? Crazy. I don't want, I'm asking for other people's money, but I'm not going to go to an ATM where I can get money. Huh?
I don't know how there's a video of Frank leaving my apartment. That's kind of weird and creepy. It's $47, Danielle. If anyone can help out, my CA's right here, PayPal and Venmo in my bio. Anything helps.
You know, I really hope and pray that the people on TikTok that see people like this, that come to the table over and over and over and over and over again, begging for money, that they wake up and smell and drink the coffee at some point and just come to their senses and realize, you know what? I'm a helpful person. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think my kindness is being abused. I think this person is being too codependent on other people. And maybe the kindest thing I can do is teach them to be more independent by not offering the help. Maybe if they learn to help themselves, they'll be better off versus always reaching out their hand to other people. People got to learn. You learn and then you grow and then you're a better person.
I'm borrowing my neighbor's car to go get it, so I don't have to worry about that. Call Frontline Taxi. They run on the same people.
That's part of the video. That stopping point, that's part of the video. You can see the
worry about that.
running.
Call Frontline Taxi. They run on the same people.
Okay, this interesting comment. Samantha says, thought your friend was giving a ride tonight if needed. What I say. How, again, when you're going online and you see someone that is in need or say they're in need, how do you know they're being honest with you? Like, how do you really honestly know that they're telling the truth? How do you know? They could be absolutely lying to you and say, I'm stranded in the middle of Mojave Desert. I don't know how to get home. Well, how did you get there in the first place? But I need to get out of the Mojave Desert. Somebody send $200. I would really appreciate it. And then they make $2,000 and then they make a phone call. Hey, I made the money. Come get me. How do you know that's not really happening? It might have happened in this stream. It might have happened. At the end of this stream, she gets off the phone really quick. How do we know that she didn't just call up her friend and go, suckers, I just made $200. Come get me. I'll split it with you. How do we know?
Lori, I'm trapped again. I'm stuck. If anyone can help me out with $47 so I can get home, I just want to go home. It's cold out here and it's ridiculous. No shit, the DMV closed at 4:30. Congratulations. It's because I had to wait for my friend who said she was going to pick me up at 7. Sorry, I didn't mean to be snarly with you, Stonehenge. I'm just so freaking frustrated. My neighbor's sound asleep in bed. I can't call her. I've already tried.
So here's another one. Dana Michelle says, you'll take money, but not walk to the ATM. You're standing, walk instead. Right. Start walking. Start walking. The amount of time that you spend on this live, which was like 17 minutes, you could have walked like half a mile or a mile at least, if you can walk. And that would have cut down your ride and cut down the cost if you get a taxi.
$47, it's one way for the taxi. So I just said call Frontline. I don't know why she didn't come, Becca. It's because Some people just can't live by their word. They just want to act like they can help and they can't. I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm in remission for cancer. I'm not going to give myself more cancer.
Yeah, about the cancer thing. Again, my heart goes out to anybody who's ever had cancer or had anybody around that had cancer. That is nothing to laugh about. There's nothing funny about it. But this one, as I mentioned in my last react, she faked cancer. She took scans from somebody else, stole them, claimed they were hers. So she went to the hospital allegedly for cancer when it was actually hip replacement surgery due to an auto accident that she got into. But hip replacement surgery is a far cry from having cancer. Yeah, that's how detestable she is, lying about having cancer.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since I've been out here, but I was willing to wait because she was going to give me a ride since I don't have the money to get home. I get my Social Security check on Monday when I go there. I already know she's a horrible friend. I'm learning very slowly who are really my friends and who's not.
Yeah, somebody's saying this person says every day you end up stranded. I'm telling you, it's when people start catching on to what you do, the gig is up. It's time to stop. When you give the same excuses, use the same scams for the same reasons, for the same amount, the gig is up. It's time to stop playing that game.
But if anybody can help with any of the $47, I would Frontline charges even more money. So I don't know what I'm going to do. It is more expensive. That's a problem. I don't have a boyfriend, Shark.
Jojo says, I would help you, but it's not the first time I've seen you on here begging. Right. People are catching on to what you're doing, Amanda. People aren't stupid. They have eyes and ears. They hear the same stuff over and over, and they'd be like, wait a minute. Pause. What's going on here?
Because I live 16 miles away from where I'm at.
Your problem.
I don't end up stranded every day. This is the second time because I've trusted people and police won't help me. Saber Police barely.
The thing is, the cops won't help you because it's not their job to be a public taxi for the public. They got a job to do. You can't look at a police officer in a police car and go, oh, officer, I'm a civilian. Can you please take me home for free? No, they got a job to do. It's not their job to help you that way.
Really want to do their own job. But TikTok's not paying. It's people who are in charge of their own money who are willing to help me out, and I'm thankful for it. We don't have Uber or Lyft here. Yes, I renewed my license today. But if anybody can help out.
I'm not quite sure why Amanda has, everybody has a driver's license or an ID card. Why the push to get a driver's license? Why not just get an ID card? If you have no car, why get a driver's license? Is it related to programs that she's a part of, like for identification? I mean, an ID card I'm sure would work. I'm just saying.
I think that's a little dramatic to say that because I've had 2 friends let me down, and that's not a lot.
Well, I imagine they feel the same way about you. Imagine being a friend to another friend and having somebody who's supposed to be your friend constantly putting the lean on you, asking for favors and asking for money. How old that would get and how fast it would get old. Imagine being that friend that when you call, if the person sees your name appear up on the phone, the reaction is crap, it's them. Or you show up at their door and they pretend they're not there. I think that's the reason why your friends let you down. Because you kept going to that well and drawing the water out until it ran dry and the friends are over it.
I go get my check on Monday because I couldn't get it the other day because, okay, I'm not answering that anymore. Yes, and I have to go back on Monday to pick it up because my ID was very expired. And they wouldn't release it to me unless I had an up-to-date ID or license. I'm in remission for cancer, but it has left me in a lot of pain, left holes in my bones, especially when it's cold out.
And people are pointing out about the check situation. That the check that she's waiting on is actually direct deposit. So I don't see how direct deposit would be affected by that.
You can't fly signs in Sanford. I'm sorry.
Yeah, again, another person saying you don't get a paper check. A lot of places are set up to where it's direct deposit. It's faster and it's safer because, as we all know, we live in a world where it isn't that safe to send stuff through regular mail. Things get lost, things get stolen. So why wouldn't important programs have direct deposit, especially for something where you're getting assistance?
I'm not trusting strangers. But if anyone can help me out with any of the 47, my CA's right here, PayPal and Venmo in my bio. I just want to get home. And what do you mean now it's cancer? I've been in remission for bone cancer now for 5 years. No, nobody needs to do anything. Nobody needs.
Yeah, and this person points out something very important. Kayla Marie says, not trusting strangers, yet you want strangers to give you money, right? I don't trust people, but at the same time, I'm coming to other people and asking for money.
Needs to do anything. I appreciate people who do help.
Boom. Wait a minute. Did y'all see what just scrolled by? It was really, really quick. Let me go back and catch it again.
Nobody needs to do anything. I appreciate people.
Okay, boom. So that you see that name? Karen says, I sent you $100. And that's exactly what people like her are looking for. They're looking for those generous people that have a good heart, that are like, I feel for you. Maybe I've been in a similar situation. I've been through hard times. I've been through struggles. I might have been stranded. Tugging on the heartstrings, tugging on them. So this person's claiming they just sent $100. That's more than what you asked for, Amanda. Why didn't you turn off the live once that person sent you the money? Because you're a greedy biatch. That's why. You're greedy and you want to stay on and see if you can get more out of people.
People who do help. They are going. I'm going to have to wait 2 weeks if I want a deposit. That's why I'm trying to get it. Because Naya, that's the amount for the taxi. I can't change the taxi amount.
Somebody's saying they sent her $10,000. What? That's a troll.
I collected taxi money for one way because my neighbor was going to let me borrow the other amount. She was not able to this morning. So I had a friend that was going to pick me up at 7. No, I don't get holes when it's cold out. I'm saying the holes hurt even more when it's cold out. I've been in remission for 5 years. No, because I won't be stranded anymore.
You know, I don't know if she has any money on her per se, but if you got money, you can't get a taxi because it's too expensive. Get a bus. Find a bus. Take a bus home, or as close to home as you can possibly get, and then walk the rest of the way. Okay, so here's somebody saying, someone said they called non-emergency and said they would help you. Call them. Right. There's options on the table.
It's not every day. It's just right now I'm having a hard time. I'm sorry. But if anybody can help out with any of the 47 so I can just get home. I got into town by a taxi this morning. I went to the DMV, paid the $30 for my ID and license, whatever. And then a friend, because my neighbor wasn't able to give me the other money for the taxi.
And speaking of that, about the getting of the license, I know that when you apply for a license, you have to wait a certain amount of time to receive it through the mail. They don't give you a license right then and there, do they? I guess it all depends on the area.
Told me that she would 100% let me borrow it, but she wasn't able. I'm so freaking on the case now. My friend was supposed to pick me up at 7 o'clock. She won't answer her phone. And I'm stuck 16 miles away from my house.
So people are asking for proof that she actually went to the DMV. They're like, show the temporary ID. I mean, an ID it's personal information. I wouldn't be showing that on a live stream either, even a temporary one. That's way too personal. That's like flashing your social security number or debit card or something on stream like that. That's just a little bit too much.
What's that going to show? It's not going to show anything. It's not going to do anything. People just love to hate and hate and hate. It's not always $47 one way for the taxi. I can't help how much it costs to get to the taxi to get home. I can't change that price. I wish I could make it lower, but I can't. I'm sorry. I do have a paper copy, okay? I'm not digging in my friggin' purse right now to find it, okay? Yes, I'm along a highway because I need to get home. There's no bus that goes to my house. I'm sorry.
And can I say something again? I know that taxis cost different. They're different rates for different places. I don't know what Maine is. I used to take taxis like a while back. And it would cost me almost $40, but I lived in Tampa, Florida. I had to take a taxi back and forth to work from Tampa to Clearwater, and that was a long way. So she's trying to say it cost almost $40 for 16 miles. That sounds weird to me because 16 miles is not a long trip. That's like a 5 or 6 minute trip. So why does it cost? That's a lot of money for a very short distance.
I'm not going in a car with somebody I don't know. I'm not doing that again. The first time I got stranded was because I trusted somebody on TikTok to bring me, drop me off, and left me there. I'll show proof when I get home. I'm not doing it now. The ambulance won't transport me. I don't know what you guys think about the ambulances. They charge $50 just to take the ambulance.
And somebody's pointing out, for someone who's desperate, you sure are being picky. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers. And what I'm finding really sus about you, Amanda, is that you claimed in a previous video that I reacted to that you had very limited mobility, but here you are walking somewhere, and I don't see you really in pain at all.
For emergency crises. But if anyone can help out with the $47,
I'm so tired. These TikTok cows, they wear me out with the repeated money amounts. It's like, girl, shut up. People get it. You need money. You said the amount like 2 seconds ago. You don't need to keep repeating it. People do not need to be reminded. You don't need to burn it into people's brain cells.
so I can go home. I can't go in any building. There's no buildings that I can go into. I mean, if somebody even can let me borrow it
That's part of the video.
until Monday, and I'll pay it back as soon as I get my check.
Oh, famous last words like, if somebody helps me out, I'll pay you back. I guarantee you that the people that give this person money never get paid back. Because when it's time to get the deposit or the check, there's going to be another excuse why they can't get paid back. Oh, I was going to pay you back, but I need the money for something else. I got to pay this. I got to pay that. I'll pay you later. It's always an excuse. Always. Always.
The police won't help. I did post it. I posted it 3 times and people got it removed. I'm done wasting my time validating myself. Yeah, Gigi, I will start walking. Thank you for the advice.
But I thought you said you couldn't really walk anywhere.
They will not give me a ride home. I'm not good at what I do. Obviously, I failed at life. But if anyone can help out with a little bit of taxi money, my CA's right here, PayPal and Venmo or my bio, anything helps. I have to go 16 miles. It's not a self-pity game, it's reality.
And again, more generous people in the chat. Lori says, Amanda, I want to help. Do you have a PayPal?
They won't.
I mean, we can't even see the DMV behind her to know that she's at the DMV. How do we know this woman isn't right outside of her house, standing by a highway somewhere to make it seem like she's in the middle of nowhere? Because you can't see much behind her. It's dark. Maybe that's purposeful. It's dark. I'm going to get up early in the morning and do my scamming, make it seem like I went to the DMV when I really didn't. And then I'll get the money and go back inside and have a cup of tea.
I'm not playing victim. It's my own fault. I could trust somebody else. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it so much. So now I'm needing $45. If anyone can help out, I would appreciate it, just so I can get home.
Oh, that's part of the video.
That's fine, honey.
Yeah, people are saying, weren't you stuck last night too? Again, using the same scam within like a 24, 48-hour period. Is that smart? If you're a scammer, is that smart? Not even smart enough to switch up the scam. Let's keep going to the pond. Let's keep pulling that water out, girl, until there's not a single drop left, not even for the frogs. Just keep drawing that water. Soon there'll be nothing in your bucket.
I wish I could physically work.
You could. We've had this discussion, Amanda. We've had it, and people have had it with you on your account. If you can't go anywhere and do anything physical, you can work from home. There's so many jobs out there working from home. Why aren't you doing something? Even part-time, something. Then you can come back to your audience and go, hey guys, I have a job and it's part-time. I'm doing part-time work. I'm just going to come on TikTok and relax with y'all. I'm not really coming here for money anymore. It would make your audience feel a lot better about you versus doing all of this.
Actually, I know the taxi person, so it's not a stranger. I'm just trying to get through until I can get my check, and then I won't be on here.
Yeah, she'd rather spend everybody else's money so that when she gets her money, she can spend it on her. And that's exactly why she's doing this 2 days in a row, begging. She wants to get as much of everybody else's money as possible. So when she gets her check, she doesn't have to pay for her trips in the taxi or anything like that. No, that's what y'all are for on TikTok. You're going to cover all of the side expenses so that she can keep all of her check. She's going to dip in all of y'all's checks. That way her check is left alone.
For shit. I'll be on here just chit-chatting. 16, not 60. 16. Because I was at home, that's why I was quick to show it last night. I'm not at home right now. I'm on the side of the street. I'm not going to empty out my purse right now, okay? I'm going to get my check on Monday. That's already set in stone.
Yeah, and so like somebody's asking in the chat what I said. Steph said, show us where you are. I honestly think you're on your street. Hey, that's a possibility. How do we know? It's dark outside. If you're at the DMV, wouldn't there be less traffic noise? Because usually DMV's at the building and they have the parking lot. Wouldn't you be a little bit away from the traffic noise versus on the side of the street? It looks funny.
For me to use my neighbor's car now that I have a valid license. But if anybody can help me out with $47 so I can go home. My CA's right here, PayPal and Venmo in my bio, anything helps. I'm far from home because I had to come to town to go to the DMV, and my supposed friend was going to help me out by bringing.
You know what I hate? I hate the fact that this person that's a friend to Amanda, God help them being a friend. It's not easy being a friend to somebody like this. As a matter of fact, the friend is probably being a friend. It's just that with people like Amanda, you can't really be a friend to them. They don't acknowledge friendship. They don't acknowledge that when you're a friend, you should respect other people that are your friends and not ask too much and not go too far. So this person offered to take Amanda, but yet maybe something happened. Maybe something came up. And she's bagging on the friend because the friend isn't picking up the phone or has something going on. She's saying, oh, she's not a friend. Maybe the friend offered and just couldn't do it. Getting mad about it does not fix a situation. That's when you got to switch gears and fix it yourself and not be coming on TikTok and begging.
Bringing me home at 7 o'clock when her husband got home from work with the car, and she never ended up showing up and she's not answering.
And where's Frank? Where's the boyfriend, husband, whatever he is? The guy that you own a storefront with. Where is he? Why is he not doing anything? Can he not help you? Can he not make some phone calls for you? Send you some money through Cash App like you're asking everybody else to do? What good is he if he's not willing to help you when you need help?
Thank you for the $11. I appreciate it so much. And now I'm only need $34 more. So if anyone can help out with $34 or any part of it, I would appreciate it so freaking much. I can't work because I'm in remission for bone cancer. I have a hole in my hip and a hole in my pelvis, and I'm not able to work physically.
Okay, I've never had a hole in my hip and a hole in my pelvis. But wouldn't that mean you couldn't walk at all? Wouldn't that make it nearly impossible?
Actually, last night I was stuck down the street here.
So, oh God. So last night you were stuck. And you're stuck today. You didn't learn your lesson, did you? Of course not. Because your problems are everybody else's problems. Some people just don't learn.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Rebecca. I wish I was lying about my life right now. It's how pathetic it is. My disability check.
So I think I've kind of figured out her shtick. I think after reacting to her a few times, I got her figured out. Like she's just smart enough to realize that she's already got people eyeballing her and putting her under the microscope. People that might be reporting her. She knows she's doing some shady stuff over there. And she's not full on raging because she knows that would mean pushing people too far. So she's trying to remain calm and play the sad, pitiful, poor me act with the puppy dog eyes and play on people's pity. She couldn't do that if she were angry and raging because then she would get nothing. So that's your shtick, isn't it, Amanda? Staying calm and, oh, I'm so pathetic and I'm so sad. I'm such a loser. You're playing the pity angle. You're erring on the side of caution. Don't make people too angry or you'll get nothing. Control the mouth and maybe get some money.
It's not about my budget. I just have to get my check. I can't call Frank. He's no longer in my life. Nancy, I need $34 more. I don't live in an apartment complex. Sorry.
Yeah, you do. You complain about the laundry room of the apartment complex. First, you said you didn't have a laundry room. Then you said, oh, they do have one, but there's not that many machines, or the laundry room was not nice, which who cares? It's a laundry room. You're not going to live in there, but you were complaining about it. Yeah, you said there was a laundry room.
I wasn't able to pick it up the other day because my license was expired like over a year ago. So they
Stop. So my license has been expired for over a year. And it's taken you this long to fix it. And suddenly it's everybody else's problem to get you home, girl.
They wouldn't release it to me. So I had to go today and get it. Oh, I can't walk 16 miles either. I'm not supposed to even be out here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
And people keep saying in the chat, like, non-emergency will take care of you. Why aren't you calling them? Why can't you call them? I mean, if you're desperate to get home and you can't walk, call non-emergency. She's not doing it because she wants the money. She's not really desperately, I have no other options, in need. It's about, I have a need, but it's not to get home. It's to make everybody else's money my money.
I got the $34. So now I need to go call.
But I thought you said it was $37, not $34.
So now I need to go call. Now I need to go call him, and hopefully I can get a hold of J&M Taxi.
Yeah, and that looks funny too. So somebody was saying in the chat, a disability check sent in the middle of the month versus the end of the month. I'm telling you, her story don't make sense.
After hours, because I do know them personally. I used to take care of their grandmother, so I know them very personal. So now I'm going to the ATM. I needed money to get home because I'm dumb and I trusted people, basically. Well, I'm glad people are keeping track of my time schedule. Yeah, I just said that I have an after hours number for them that I can get a hold of them. I used to take care of their Nana for years and years and years and years. I can't stay on live because I need to use the phone to call the taxi.
You know, my spidey senses are tingling, and they're saying she lied. That she's like right outside her door or something. Because if she were at the DMV, like that might be a ways from the highway. Why is the ambiance of cars so close?
Oh my God. I've been sober since September 22nd, 2015, so you can keep that friggin' idea out of your damn head. I couldn't afford to be a junkie, honestly.
Notice that the personality switch. She was so nice and so pitiful until she got the money. Now the snarkiness is coming out.
But all right, I will come back on in a few minutes.
What, to beg for more money?
And nice people can stay, bad people just go. 1,000 people in here, and you're all just being.
So that's it. That was a stream, y'all. That was Miss Amanda Bowden allegedly begging at the DMV. We don't know if she was actually there. There was no proof. I didn't see a building. I didn't see anything to show she was at the DMV. that she was stranded. For all we know, she could have been standing near her apartments, or she just walked out to where a busy intersection was and just standing there and acting like she was stranded. I mean, these scammers will go to that extreme to sell the scam. And they'll never show proof that it wasn't a scam. They'll just create a situation online where people worry for them and respond out of concern. And even if they scam one person one time for money, it's still money to them. They don't care. So that's it for this react. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.